Enchanté.
For those who might not know, open source is a sort of engineering YouTube convention of sorts, and you can see anything from BattleBots to YouTube creators.
I see it's a video. 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 What up, Low Gang? I'm here with Michael Reeves. Okay, bye. Bye.
I also recall seeing a real-life CSGO simulator of sorts.
Yes, sir.
There is a standing desk. No, sorry, my bad. There's a walking desk.
Oh, it's coming right at me.
There's a machine that shot cigarettes into your mouth. Also a setup where you could practice your aim. And alongside these projects, there was also a car driven by a fish.
RC car for comparison. You gotta go in different directions.
All right. And I think I also saw a car simulator as well. And of course, I was there exhibiting my projects as well. Quick heads up, this was my first time recording anything in a loud environment, so I apologize for the pretty bad audio.
Here at Open Source, the project that we're presenting, basically the 3D printed metal electric guitar. It was 3D printed in aluminum at PCBWay. Other than that, I have my self-driving autonomous robot. And the general idea is that at school, I don't want to go get my own food, so I need a robot to go get it for me.
Also at Open Source was to sponsor this video, PCBWay. I think I soldered mine incorrectly, but it's supposed to light up. I made a mistake on my part. But yeah, they had a booth of their own. Sadly, I was busy at mine, so I couldn't visit every booth, and I happened to miss theirs because it was always full. They had Alan Jang there presenting his eVTOL. They were also giving out merch. So I was able to get myself a hat at least. Thank you, PCBWay, for sponsoring this video. You've been a great help to the channel with making parts. It definitely speeds up the process since a lot of this takes time. And I'm also lazy. If you ever need any CNC machine parts, 3D printed parts, or PCBs, PCBWay is definitely the way to go. Thank you again. And I guess back to the other booths at Open Source.
I'm not sure how to start. Hey, we're Delta Robotics, and we like to build cool stuff. To the right over here, we've actually got a pneumatic style McKibben's muscle, quick, fills up, pressurizes, and can lift a surprisingly large amount of weight. That's just one of the artificial muscles we've been working on. There's a version here which is fully electric, and it's made out of nitinol.
So it can actually lift up to 25 pounds just using a battery and a controller, whereas the pneumatic ones need a giant air supply.
This is a lower body exoskeleton. We call them risers. But a user could put these on and gain an extra 2 feet at the push of a button. They should be able to extend and lift the user into the air.
We're actually here as well showing off an app that we're building to actually design hardware projects. So if you're a non-electrical engineer, it can be kind of difficult to read data sheets or understand if like an Arduino and a sensor or an Arduino and a certain type of motor can communicate with each other, right? You can put stuff and it'll actually tell you if the components are compatible or not. So if you guys want to go to our website and check it out, you can try it for free. Thank you.
Yo, what up, Logan? It's me, Jared. Hi.
Exhibiting at Open Source was pretty tiring. I think within the first few hours, I had already lost my voice. And by the end of the first day, I lost the ability to defecate. One cool thing about the whole experience was seeing people try out my items. The item people gravitated to the most was the metal 3D printed guitar. And we definitely got some people who were pretty good at guitar. They would pick out, they would strum out a riff, and it sounded great.
What up, low gang? It's me, Jared. How's it going? I am provisional Jared for the moment. Jared is taking a pee. Wait, did you do that? Oh, okay. Yo, what up, low gang?
Hey guys, welcome back to the vlog. We're here at Open Sauce 2025. Woo! Check out the cool. Here we got cursed controllers. You can play Minecraft with cups of lemonade and oh, they're broken. That's unfortunate.
Okay, yeah, that's very unfortunate. It looks like we've lost
Hey yo.
Hi.
Hey yo.
Hi. How are you doing?
Yeah! Who's the cut? Oh, that's a really video. Hey! And the trailer done. It's an offer. Bye guys. Love you guys. Bye.
Hi, I'm Leo Hearing, and this is my booth. I've got Corn Dog here, which is a quadruped who is currently letting his hot glue dry, and I've also got a CNC whiteboard in the background. He is based on an open source project called Microspot, and it's my take on him, and he's fully open source from my endpoint as well. So you could go to my GitHub, or just go search up Corn Dog on GitHub, and you can see him, and you can make him to the same degree. He's also trying and failing to learn. It's a process.
I'm just messing, bro. It's all good.
Oh, my bad.
Who's gonna edit that, man? It's gonna be a mess. Stop pointing at me, bro.
What's up, Burger King?
Burger King. The beacon.
The batteries are
So we built here like eating photo display.
Okay.
And that's what this guy is right here.
Oh,
so this is similar to your like Kindle or TV.
Hi, I'm here with Portland State Aerospace Society, and we brought a bunch of different things with us. And this is MINT, or miniature test stand, and this is supposed to be like baby's first liquid fuel rocket engine. We don't have the engine mounted right now, but this is where the engine would be mounted, and it would be horizontal on here. We designed the engine and the test stand for 100 newtons, and we use liquid oxygen and isopropyl alcohol as our fuel and oxidizer. Maximum operating pressure is 120 psi, and then our safety valves are set to go up at 150. So, like I said, trying to keep it really simple so we don't because we would like to build, ideally, we have design and a specking of our future rocket that's like 10 years in the future. We call it LV4, and the goal for that is to send it up to the Kármán line and then come back down. But to do that, we need to do liquid propulsion, and so that's why we're doing this.
So we are the Rocket Wranglers. We are building a 1,200-pound liquid rocket engine. We eventually want to try and send a rocket above the Kármán line, but first we are just going to run some static tests. We're all propulsion engineers by trade, so we have a lot of experience doing rocket engines, and so we just want to do an initial test, make sure everything functions as we designed, and then upgrade to a larger engine. And yeah, so
and maybe burn some stuff in the plume.
Yeah,
We've got a list and votes for different things to maybe burn.
I'm about to talk like 7 people at the same time. Yeah, I got this. We got live video. We got we have our main flight computers over here, in here. These are our 2 main flight computers. This is our amplifier. It's a 1-watt amplifier. It could be within AM radio license standards. These are ejection charges. They're what eject our parachute.
As more and more people came by, we had more guitarists start picking up our guitar. It was cool and fun at first, but then we had, all I can say is we had these who, before grabbing it, would say, I don't play much, or like, it's been a while, and then bust out an amazing play. So to that, I say, you too. you as well.
Welcome. We are Peninsula Precious Plastics. I'm Nick. I'm Oliver. Sorry, I should redo that. It's our injection molder. It's our only machine we have here today. We take plastic waste and we make it into reusable objects. Here at Open Sauce, we have our cool little toaster molds with a little Open Sauce robot dude. We make a variety of plastic objects, from as small as these coasters to as large as these tables. The whole idea is to make quality products that'll sequester plastic in a location and both, save microplastics from getting out into the environment, but also inspire discussions about where our plastic waste is going and when is it actually needed. Now, check us out on Instagram, Peninsula Precious Plastics. You can find all our information. Please check out our machines. We'd love to have people around.
A tree climbing rope we've got here. It's comprised of 3 main sections. We have 2 grippers, one at the top and one at the bottom, and they're connected by these 3 plastic rods that sort of make up the body of the robot. The idea is that you grip with the bottom gripper while the top one is ungripped, and then sort of shuffle the robot up kind of like an inchworm or a caterpillar.
You can see out of that thing? Cool. I like your hat. An unholy creation.
Dude, the trio over there though? I just thought that too.
And we're off! The final match of this hour! And there's a Tyrannosaurus Rex into the cheese! Oh!
That basically marks the end of my time at Open Sauce. It went by pretty fast, and there wasn't really much interesting at the end, just pack up and leave. We were invited to one of the after parties. There was an outside thing where the person who made the robot beer machine came by, and that was pretty fun.
Wait for it. Email address.
It's funny because you were texting the
Yo, Uber. Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm in the middle of the road. It's not going.
No, that was the point.
Oh, it's deep section. Wait, yeah, sorry, man.
Strike a sick pose! Okay, Brandon, what happened?
This cheap Porsche is turning out to potentially be a problem. But it looks cool.
So what happens if it breaks down halfway back to LA?
I have AAA.
I'm sweaty.